The Riftwalkers, with the arrival of both Vamak and Luna, resume their immortal task to take down the gods themselves. They set their sights on the next Vaelor aspect, that of Yazera. Known as the Mad King Hestia, they enter an infinite plane, a prison of sorts, and quickly defeat the old Elfkin. However, as blood pours from his throat, he announces the first nightmare, the hunger, which arrives as a mob of starved corpses begin to rise from the ground at your feet. It's time to roll initiative. Actually, choose one of you to roll initiative, whoever you think has the best chance of getting a higher roll than me.
Who has the highest initiative?
I have a +2.
Guys, let me do it because I get an advantage.
Oh, you have advantage. Yeah.
That's true, and you have that Seth magic.
We nominate Brynir.
I got 22.
Nat 20.
Plus...
1 second. Yeah, 4. 24.
All right, then it will go player, the mob, player, the mob, player, the mob, player, the mob, player, the mob. Basically, it'll switch off until you're all done.
Okay.
The mob going each time in between your turns.
Coo-coo-ca-choo.
You go first, y'all.
I can go first if no one else is ready.
Go for it. Did your simulacrum come with us?
Oh yeah, for sure. My simulacrum is my new familiar, apparently. It's just, we forget about it very easily, but it is always there.
How does the Archbishop feel about that?
Well, she hasn't been around for a while. She hasn't been resummoned yet, so we don't know. Okay, I'm going to... So are these, like, in a circle around us?
Yes, and even below your feet.
Oh, well, that seems problematic.
Yeah, starting with right next to the Mad King's corpse, they're coming up, like, every 4 feet, just in a big old grid.
Great. I guess it doesn't really matter where. Cast Fireball. Good old staple. In a 20-foot cube that's not going to hit any of my companions.
Okay.
So that'll be some dexterity saving throws.
They fail.
Heck yeah.
And Val pulls out an RPG and shoots it in the midst of them.
30 fire damage.
As you indicate a point in space that suddenly erupts in a massive explosion of flame, you see the top halves of these corpses that are trying to claw their way out of the ground just be completely incinerated. Whatever flesh is still on their bodies, barely holding their bones together, is reduced to ash.
Heck yeah. Okay, I will have the simulacrum do the same. So another fireball in a different zone.
That is another failure on the roll.
Oh yeah. 28 fire damage on that one.
As the simulacrum does the exact same movement then as Val, almost in sync, another explosion rips apart a mass of bodies across the way.
Cool. I think we will move back to back at the center of this sort of group of zombos. That's it for me.
All right. The mob moves closest to everyone. These creatures that start to claw their way forth from the ground attempt to restrain each of you. So, Rolandir, let's roll opposing strength checks. All right, Brett, got an 8.
Alrighty. Relander got a 12.
All right, then Rolandir is not restrained as they tried to grapple Brynir. That is an 11.
It was an 11 as well, so...
Tie goes to the defender.
Sweet.
Mick, that is a 8.
A 15.
Vamak, that is an 11.
Vamak also got an 11, so I believe as the defender, I win.
And then against Val, that is an 8.
Okay, does it have to be strength or can I use dexterity to like squish my way out?
You can use dexterity.
Okay, I'm better at that. Reese, do you have the like paladin bonus thing?
I'm sorry, but Reese is dead.
Are you kidding?
I do on saving throws. I didn't know if
But this
was
is a check.
This is a contested check.
Okay, cool. Here we go. For Val, that's a 13.
All right, then Val is not restrained. However, in those attempts to restrain you all, these many hands, elongated nails, and bits of bone that scrape at your skin, collectively, everyone will take 5 damage. Player 2.
Vamok, escaping the grasp of these desiccated corpses, is simply going to cast Eldritch Blast and hit 3 of them, hopefully knocking 3 of them away. The lowest roll I got was a 20 in terms of it hitting.
All of those connect.
The first bolt streaks out to the first corpse closest to Vamok, dealing 13 damage and pushing that 10 feet away from Vamok. The next one does the same, 13 more damage, and it pushes that one 10 feet away from Vamok. And the third one also hits, this time only dealing 9 damage, as it hits the corpse square in the chest, pushing it 10 feet from Vamok.
The first 2 are just blown to pieces from your blast of energy, and the last one is knocked to the ground and slides a few feet, maybe even knocking a few others off their feet. The mob then again attempts to restrain all of you as their clawing fingers wrap around your ankles and legs. Rolandir, that is a critical fail, so you are not restrained.
Woo!
Brynir,
21.
that is 20, so you are not restrained. Mickey, also a 20.
Oh, I met that 20.
Then you are not restrained. Vamok, 19.
Oh, I only rolled a 13.
Vamok is restrained. And Val, that is a 7.
I rolled a 17.
So Vamok is then restrained where he stands as these clawing hands and encroaching hordes deal another 6 damage to everyone. And you hear King Hestia at your feet whimpering, going, "They're coming to take the castle. They're coming again." Player 3.
Like the dead guy is saying that, or just his voice?
Yeah, was that whimpering his corpse?
Yeah, that clearly came from him, and you can see him sobbing.
We're in a
Brynir-
nightmare. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say Brynir can go. He's going to enter rage, and he's going to attack the 2 closest people next, or closest bodies next to him.
Go for it.
I rolled a 19 and a 1, so. Okay, Brynir stabs at the first guy with Imin, 11 damage.
You stab Emin through this creature, and it disintegrates in front of you.
As it disintegrates in front of me, Brynir is caught off guard and kind of trips, missing his next strike against the next mob.
That's going to translate to disadvantage on this check that they are all trying to restrain everyone again. Vamok can try to escape during this time if he wishes. Actually, no, that'll be on your turn if you wish to do that. They're going to try to restrain you more. All right, so Rolandir, that is a 21.
Rolandir's restrained. He rolled a 14.
Brynir, that is a 17.
24.
Mick, that is a 6.
Oh, good. 14.
Vamok, actually, you're not going to be getting restrained. You're going to be taking damage.
Okay.
Vamok will take 8 damage. And Val, as these hands claw at you, that is a 14.
I rolled an 18.
All right. And then everyone from these attacks will take 2 damage. And at this point, King Hestia starts to crawl away.
Question. Is breaking out of my restraint going to be my action?
No, because these things are so frail.
Oh, we love frail things. Okay, Mick, if you would like to go, you can, but...
Did something
Okay.
happen with Hestia? Because last I knew, he was tied up.
You see the ropes at his feet unbound.
There were some hands coming up out of the ground that were just untying him.
I'll help you out, buddy. Okay, so Mick sees that Hestia is starting to run away, so he turns towards Hestia and starts moving towards him. And
I think running away is a bit exaggerated, right? He's crawling.
yeah, but I'm assuming that these zombies essentially are going to try to grapple me or whatever. So I'm going to cast Firebolt after taking a Lycal at the one immediately in front of me so I could get to Hestia.
Go for it.
Okay, 13,
That is a hit.
14 damage.
You blow this zombie apart, clearing a way to the crawling king at your feet.
Well, I can't take another action, so that will be my turn.
All right, then at this point, Rolandir is restrained, so you will take 4 damage. Brynir, as the mob tries to restrain you, that is a 20.
Nat 20, so 29.
Mick, that is a 7.
6.
Mick is restrained. Vamok will take 3 damage. And Val, that is a 12.
I rolled a 20.
Also, as Vamok takes damage from this thing that was restraining it, Vamok is going to cast Hellish Rebuke, and the creature has to make a dexterity saving throw.
It failed.
All right. This creature takes 45 fire damage as flames just lick forth from Vamok's skin, and I'm going to guess completely incinerate this thing.
Yes, it is completely gone. And then from everyone's clawing and whatnot, you will all take an additional 4 damage. And at this point, King Hestia picks up the knife from the ground where it fell from his throat and stands up.
So, like the hilt of it?
No, it's a full knife again.
Rolandir's going to try to break free of his grapple.
Go for it. Zombie's got a 9.
All right, 18. So Rolandir is freed. How far away is King Hestia from him?
8 feet.
He's going to attempt to get the knife from the king, or grapple him if he can't do that.
Go for it.
I just say straight up strength.
Yep. Hestia got a 13 as you push your way to him.
I got a 13 on my dice, so 18.
You can restrain and disarm the king.
Great. Then Rolandir does such, and then yeah, that's my action. I am restraining the king, and he has his dagger ready to plunge.
As the mob continues to rise from the ground and grow in number around you all, they claw at Rolandir, trying to restrain him with a 10.
11.
They claw at Brynir for 20.
17.
Mick will take 4 damage. Vamok is no longer restrained because he did Hellish Rebuke, so they will try to restrain you with a 14.
I only got a 12.
So you will be restrained, and Val is still unrestrained, I believe.
Yeah.
And that is a 7.
I rolled a 9. So lucky.
And then from their persistent clawing and gnawing, you will each take 8 damage. All right, back to the top. Player 1.
Can Rolandir try to stab the guy one more time to see what happens there?
Yeah, go for it.
Stab him in the heart.
Restraining the man, Rolandir is going to attempt to stab the king again with his own dagger. Nat 1.
Oh.
The dagger will fall to the ground as you make a move to rip it out of his hands completely and slide across the ground to where Mick is.
Okay.
That will end your turn.
Well, hang on. Am I still restraining him?
You are.
Okay, cool.
The mob tries to restrain Rolandir with a 17.
Nat 20.
Okay. Brynir takes 6 damage. Mick takes 7 damage. And Vamok takes 5 damage. And Val, as the mob growing around you starts to scratch and claw and pull at you with a 14.
Got a 20.
You are still unrestrained. They aren't able to keep you down, but their clawings still deal another 9 damage to everybody. Play a 2.
I would like to be player 2 if I can.
Go for it.
Okay, sweet. So first of all, I need to become unrestrained, so I'm gonna try that. Oh no.
Well, they got a nat 1.
Oh, heavens, Betsy.
What'd you get?
I got 5. So, yes. Okay, and then seeing the dagger right at my feet, I pick up the dagger and I stab our dear friend Hestia, because that's what you do to friends.
You're too far away.
Wait, I thought I was right at his feet.
I mean, you're like 6 feet away.
Yeah, you're like 6 feet away. So you can throw it at him.
Just move 1 foot forward.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna throw it at him. Just gonna throw it at him.
No.
Well, it can't really be much worse than Rolandir, Butterfingers over here.
Well, it was more like a back and forth, like with him and the king, and then Rolandir got the dagger and it slid out of his hand.
I like to
I
think it's
just
Butterfingers.
want everybody to have the right mental picture in their mind. Rolandir is wrestling with this guy that's basically skin and bones, right? Like, frickin' Brynir accidentally broke one of his fingers tying this guy up, and yet Rolandir's over here like, big guy in a suit of armor. Give me the dagger, you old man.
He's sinewy, okay?
Which we know is strong, actually.
Just not in the fingers.
Okay, what am I attacking with?
Dexterity.
Okay, awesome. Woohoo, happy.
Don't hit me in the face, please.
Okay, Mick got 19, so.
That's a hit.
Woo! Woo!
As the dagger leaves your hand and flies across this small space into King Hestia, it sticks him right into his shoulder, like right in his underneath where his neck meets his shoulder, and a jet of blood splashes Rolandir in the face.
Again, thank you.
As the king spins around from the force of the impact and starts to scream, and you see all of these corpses start to mimic him, and as he falls to the ground, so do all of them. And as he lands on his back with a crash, these others fall down back into the earth and disappear beneath its surface. And then the king slowly stops his gurgling and his struggling, and he looks up at Rolandir, who's above him, and he says, "This now comes the fall." And then the ground beneath your feet gives way, and you fall into an endless pit. As you are plunged into free fall, the king falls with you, his limp corpse just kind of ragdolling about, the knife coming free from his body of its own volition and starting to swirl and spin somewhere else. At this point, then, you hear twisting and creaking, and then metal moving against metal as a mass of ropes and chains start to swirl down, following you in your descent. So we will be retaining the exact same initiative order, which is just after each of your turns, the enemy will go. So it's a player's turn. You're in freefall.
Are we to presume that we are fighting these chains?
As they near you, these ropes tie themselves into nooses.
Okay, cool, great.
Oh.
Can Val go?
Yes, please.
Okay. Is everyone within a 20-foot cube?
I'd say so. You all fell simultaneously, and none of you really moved all that far away from each other.
And as the Egadon version of Isaac Newton discovered, we all will fall at the same rate.
It's true.
Okay. Thanks, Sir Egadon Newton. Okay. Val is going to cast Major Image of a this is gonna sound really weird, but like a pen, like a platform with a railing around it so that we don't get pushed off the edge of it in a 20-foot cube underneath them, and then is going to use illusory reality to make that real, so we have something to stand on for a minute.
Whoa.
That was the cool thing I remembered I could do that I was mad I forgot.
That's kind of insane.
Okay, and then, so that's Val's action, bonus action. The simulacrum is going to... Is the king on our platform? I would like to catch him as well.
Within 20 feet, yes, you catch his corpse.
Okay.
And the knife sticks into the platform at the opposite end.
Okay, great. Simulacrum is going to Major Image essentially like a cinder block pair of wrist cuffs and foot cuffs, or maybe just feet if I can't do both, on the king to restrain him, and then we'll use its bonus action to make that real.
I think it'd just be one.
Okay, so I'll do feet, and I'll go up to the waist so that he can't go anywhere.
You encase him in cinder block up to his waist?
Yeah.
Okay.
He sleeps with the fishes tonight, boys.
Yeah, Val's going full mob boss here.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's it for me, though.
Some ropes are going to do some attacks on everyone. These are just straight attacks, so this is against your AC, so let me know if it hits you. Against Rolandir, that is a nat 20.
Nope. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
A chain comes across and digs across your back, dealing 11 damage. Brynir does a 8 hit? I don't think so.
Yep, that's the one. That's the... No.
Mick does a 21 hit.
Oh, you betcha it does.
A chain will wrap, and these chains have barbs on them, will wrap around one of your calves and then squeeze you, cutting into your flesh for 7 damage. Vamak does a nat 20 hit. Yes, it does.
Not even close.
One of these chains will curl around your torso, like right underneath your armpits, and cut into you for 8 damage. And Val does a 8 hit.
No. Oh, that's lucky.
And then you see King Hestia regain consciousness and start to freak out and try his best to worm across the platform to its edge.
This freaking cinder block.
Okay, player 3.
Seeing that the Mad King is moving again, Brynir swiftly moves towards the dagger, picks it up, and then goes back to the king. Would I be able to attack him this turn?
Yes, and he does start squirming beneath you and is like, no, please.
Brynir makes his way back to the king and grabs him and stabs him into the heart with his dagger.
And he is clawing at Brynir's arm, and he's like, oh, this is what it feels. And as he does, a rope curls around his neck and then tugs at him, and he is pulled out of your grasp as you hear this sickly snap as his neck breaks, and then your platform comes to a stop. You all are just thrown to the ground from the momentum.
You see a massive cinder block swaying from the rope.
Basically, just above you. And then the cinder block crumbles to the ground, and the knife slides out of his chest and sticks into the ground, and then the rope frays and disintegrates, and his body just smacks with an unceremonious crunch. And you notice that there is light once more. There seem to now be small flickers in your vision as the ground moves and shifts beneath your feet, this white expanse giving way to dirt and mud. Small candle-lit windows and torches and sconces all around you materializing as a village manifests itself. In your center, where the Mad King's corpse rests, is an old well that seems to be giving off a rancid stink. There are villagers abound, their corpses lying in the mud, or they themselves covered in boils and pocks, coughing and spitting blood. It seems to be nighttime as you look up and see a starry expanse.
Can Val cast Detect Magic?
Oh, there is magic all around you. Everything lights up in auras of incandescent light.
Are the people magic as well?
Yes. Everyone here seems to be surrounded by this magical aura, save Hestia.
And his body's laying next to the well.
Yes. And speaking of him, he then...
Oh my gosh.
And he's looking around the village, and he's like, it's the pitcher. And he starts breaking down and sobbing.
We should throw him into the well.
That's what I was thinking, actually.
Rolander's going to start making his way towards the king while doing his best to avoid any of these boiled, dead, or alive people.
As you do, he looks up at you and he's like, no, why? Why this? Why another one? It's not fair.
And Rolander looks back at Brynir, and can he see the knife like laying at his feet in the ground or something?
Yeah.
And he just holds his hand out, kind of points at the dagger, and then looks up at Brynir and kind of waves him over.
Brynir grabs the dagger and goes to the king.
As you rip the dagger from the ground, its hilt disintegrates in your hand, leaving the blade behind in the dirt.
I try to grab the blade.
It also flakes away into little more than rust that joins the wind.
He is the only thing in this place not admitting magic. I don't know what you want to make of that.
Seeing Brynir attempt to pick up this dagger, it disintegrating, and then hearing Val say that, Rolander's going to draw his own sword for the first time here, and he's going to attempt to chop the king's head off.
Your sword sticks into the king's neck and kind of bounces off it. At this point in time, Vamak feels scratching at his back, and
he says, "Not now, love."
Oh my gosh.
And as he turns, there's a just pox-ridden woman standing beneath you who is just like clawing at your robe and clothes, these boils on her face, just leaking blood and pus onto you. And she's just like, help us, please, please. And she tries to bury herself in your grasp.
Vamak does not even hesitate when he Eldritch blasts this woman 10 feet away from him.
No.
I told you not now.
Your Eldritch Blast sends her flying into an adjacent house where she crashes through the brittle wood wall and collapses inside, met with more screams from its occupants. Another one of these villagers, a child, no more than 10, comes up to Val and tries to grab your hand, and as he does, a boil on the inside of his palm just pops onto your skin.
Can I avoid that? Is there any way to avoid that?
He kind of came up from behind you and just was like,
Will you be my dad?
The Val is the last person you want to be your dad. The least dad character I've ever made. Which is saying something. I've made a lot of dads. Can Val attempt to, like, intent away these boils?
yeah, why not?
26 on my d20. 16.
As you try to whisk these away with sheer intent, you are unable to affect this little boy's look or illness.
Another bolt of Eldritch Blast comes, and it smacks that boy 10 feet away.
And he cartwheels through the air and smashes into a crate where his little form crumples to the ground.
He says, "Do not waste your time with these. They are not real. These are the nightmares that King Hestia inflicted upon his people while he was still alive. There is no use trying to change it. Our only goal here is to destroy the Mad King."
Understood, I agree with you, but they seem real enough to harm us, so...
Then perhaps you should take a lesson from me instead of trying to do whatever you are doing.
Val just gives Vamak a very irritated look.
This is gonna be a fun duo.
And yeah, and wipes his hand off on the grass if he can. Did I get a school of magic off of these folks? Are they conjuration, illusion?
They seem to be conjuration, so they do have a physical form.
Okay.
And the king is still just weeping.
Right next to the well, this stinking well.
I'm gonna peek into the well.
As you look inside the well, you do see that it's nearly empty, save for the tiniest bit of water in the bottom, and you see some dark shape floating there.
Maybe a body.
I say we throw this man in.
All right, so Rolandir looks into the well and sees this stinking mass, little water and floating something. And at this point, Brynjar's made it to him. I say we just toss the man in there. Be done with this.
I'm not opposed. And then Brynjar takes the king and pushes him into the well.
The king resists with all his might, and he's like, no, no, I won't join him. Make a strength contest. 26.
28.
You flip the king over the edge of the well, and he's going to make a dexterity saving throw, and succeeds to grab the lip of the well, all the while screaming, no, I won't join him. Oh, my son, I can't, I won't.
Vamak heads straight over to the side of the well and is just gonna get his fingers in a pistol and he's gonna Eldritch blast this guy straight down into the well.
Vamak has seen some things, let me tell you.
He pulls out his magical Glock.
So as this Eldritch Blast knocks the king against one side of the well and then another, and he falls down and splashes down, you just hear him screaming and saying no, my son, I can't, as he tries to then crawl back out of the well. He seems completely unscathed.
Brynjar is going to jump down the well and try to drown him.
Okay, you fall 20 feet, so You're going to take 18 damage from falling.
Nope. He reaches into his back and he finds an enchanted feather that a Fran left for him, allowing him to cast Feather Fall.
All of a sudden, his pocket starts to glow.
You basically just jumped out the second story window of the thing and landed onto a hard stone floor.
Turns out that, 4 inches of water is not enough to break your fall.
Nope, it isn't.
Neither is a bony king.
It doesn't matter. I already took the 18 damage, so...
Now you're both trapped down. They're great.
And the king is still scrambling at the wall, trying to escape.
Brynjar grabs him and shoves his face into the water. The small thing of water that's there.
He's struggling and struggling, and then after about 30 seconds, he falls still.
Also, could I tell what this object was? Was it his son?
Yeah, it looks like a big bloated corpse.
Oh, that's great.
While the king is drowning, can Val try to cure another one of these boiled people?
With intent?
Yeah, I don't have any. What healing magic would I have?
Yes, because as this is going on with the king, there has been a growing crowd that has seemed to take an interest in your activities.
Natural 20 for a 35.
All right, it's a pretty good range, given what I have rolled.
55.
You cure this being of their affliction as far as can be seen, as almost a healing salve washes over their body, and these boils and sores just flake away.
Do you feel better?
And then this person who is examining their clean arms and they're touching their face, they're like, I don't feel anything. And their eyes just kind of stare past you for a moment, and then they collapse on the ground. One of the members of this crowd, who just so happens to be carrying a pitchfork, is like, that warlock killed him.
Great.
Upon hearing this, Vamok turns around, looks at the men, and sneers, and Vamok is going to give a large exhale, and yellow-green fog is going to roll from his mouth and his nose as Vamok casts Cloud Kill.
And I assume this is centered somewhere beyond Val, so Val is not caught up in it.
It is centered at the dude with the pitchfork.
As you create this massive sphere of poisonous yellow-green fog that spreads around, just barely licking at the edges of where Val stands and the rest of you, this mass of people starts to cough and sputter as they start to then collapse, clawing at their throats and their eyes, dying one by one, as an angry shout echoes in the distance, and you see the light of 100 torches reflecting off of 100 sides and pitchforks coming your way.